Hey guys, Nubkeks here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the newest Zarya skin which has been added to the game. This is Heroes of the Storm. I don't think this one is actually in Overwatch yet. And then I'll also be telling you all about the changes that have also been made to her in the patch notes. So you can see at the moment this is the CYBERDEMON skin, and I'm showing off some of the moves that it can do, and this is being released to coincide with Hanamura moving to the Nexus, which is pretty cool. There's actually like a little red flash around our hands there as well when our charges of particle cannon actually restored. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a unique skin currently to Heroes of the Storm that hasn't come to Overwatch yet. I wouldn't be entirely surprised to hear that there's going to be some sort of you know, event or cross-promotional thing that goes on with this, or be surprised to see this skin turn up in Overwatch at some stage either, because as you can see, this looks absolutely amazing. It looks so cool. There's definitely that strong sort of Hanamura theme, and you know, it's similar in some ways to Genji. You've got like the little dragon effects that go around the edges of your shields. It's pretty freaking awesome. There's also like a bit of a I feel like a bit of a Crisis theme, actually, you know, like the theme Crisis. Like her armor has a little bit of a feel of like the Crisis suit, like the underlay does. Well, you might have seen that when we zoomed in quite a bit. But yeah, I don't know, like the weapon looks super fucking awesome. It looks so good. This is one of the skins that, like, just the second I saw it, I went, I need this skin. I need this skin. I don't like Zarya's base skin all that much. To be honest with you, I don't like the base one all that much. You can see the effects as well are changing. The color of our gun is changing as we get higher energy. It's starting to fire this like super powerful pink laser as opposed to the smaller red lasers. That's really, really nice. Let's talk about how Zarya has changed and what the talent changes. There's actually quite a few kind of small changes, I would say, like tweaks here and there to her here. And this is from the live Heroes 2.0 beta server at the moment. And this patch will be going live next week. I think it should be out on April 24th. And then you'll be able to get your hands on this skin and all of the progression and all that new stuff that is coming in that. So yeah, just some small changes to just Zarya in general. Number one, her trait, the energy will now decay a little bit quicker. So it used to decay at 2.5 units of energy per second. They're going to decay by 3 energy per second. Then finally her heroic graviton surge, that's been buffed actually slightly as well, seeing as it's been the less popular heroic in Heroes for quite a while now. The cooldown has been reduced from 100 seconds to 80 seconds. So that should actually be quite a nice heroic now as well. And it'd be an interesting choice between that and between expulsion zones. That'd definitely be much more of an interesting sort of combination. Our teammate is saying he sucks with Genji. I know. I'll talk a bit about the gameplay as well once we get past this. So you can see for the moment, there's not too much exciting happening. You can see like that little red laser coming out because we got no, we don't have the higher energy. So that's kind of cool. The level 1 talents, then, these have been changed quite a lot. I actually went for the one that hasn't been changed in this particular game because I thought it'd be kind of cool. It makes to build into like the sort of basic attack type Zarya and get like a little bit of a different effect right there. I'm wondering if that might be what's making the laser pink. We'll see exactly. We'll try to get some better look at it as we go further in the game. But I picked up Feel the Heat at level 1. I'll talk about this speed barrier, which as you can might glance there and see it's kind of crazy now. But Feel the Heat at level 1, so our basic attacks do 50% more damage to enemies in melee range, which I thought would be pretty nice on this particular map. And I mean, they've got a Chen and Artanis, even a Genji. Like, they have kind of a lot of potentially close range heroes. Plus, you know, Sky Temple, the Guardians will be melee range, so I figured that would be pretty good. Okay, now we just get like the critical animation. So it's it looks like when we're above 75 energy that we get the super cool pink supercharged laser. It's kind of nifty. At level 1 then, her other talents have all been changed. So Demolitions Expert, which is her Q talent, has been nerfed. It used to give half a second cooldown reduction on her Q charges for every 5 heroes hit. Now it's only going to give 0.4375. So basically, I think it used to give you up to 4-second cooldown reduction on your Q, and now it's going to give you up to 3.5-second cooldown reduction on your Q. yeah, that's exactly what it's going to do. And the reward and everything is still the same. So, yeah, it's basically, it's not going to give you as quick a recharge on your Q, but it'll still be a pretty good talent. They've actually given pretty big buffs to her other level 1 talents because they weren't chosen all that much. Maximum Charge, which of course used to be the go-to before it was nerfed, now has a little bit of a buff. You're going to get 20 energy from every regen globe you pick up, as opposed to 15 once you've grabbed this talent. So again, just to remind you, that is the questing talent to basically it makes regen globes give you energy. Now it's going to be 20, and once you spend 150 seconds above 50 energy, you'll get an additional 20 max energy. So maximum charge, increase your energy. Then Together We Are Strong has actually been nerfed, buffed, excuse me, substantially. So this is a level 1 talent that makes you generate energy from damage that your teammates do while the shield is on them. I didn't grab it, obviously. I would have loved to try that, but in this game, like, we don't have many super damaging allies. I mean, we've got, like, Genji will do tons of damage when he pops Dragon Blade, but, like, that seemed to me to be pretty niche. I mean, Tyrell's not going to do much damage, neither is Uther. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to get that in this game, unfortunately, though I would have liked to try it out. But it used to be every 9 damage your enemies do while they've got the shield on them will give you 1 energy, up to 30 energy per shield. Now it's going to be every 6 damage they do will give you 1 energy, up to 30 energy per shield. So you could potentially get way more energy, much easier, from your allies doing damage with that talent. So definitely making those level 1s much more interesting. I think that there's a great selection there in terms of the design. It's just a matter of actually making them work and getting the balance right. But I think they're in a good spot in terms of roughly what they're trying to do with that. A level 4 then, I picked up Speed Barrier in this game. Hopefully you've already noticed that at work, but this is a movement speed buff whenever you shield ally for the duration of the shield. On the live servers, like currently in the game, before this patch arrives, it's 35% movement speed, which is already really good, but they buffed it, and now you're going to give 50% movement speed to someone that you shield, which is insane. It's so strong. It lasts 3 seconds as well. Of course, I think it can be burnt off, like if they smash through the shield, I think they lose the movement speed. But yeah, 50% move speed for 3 seconds, that's just crazy. There's so many like gameplay options and opportunities that could pop up right there. You can see we're having a pretty crazy, we're just 3v2ing, like it's no problem here. Oh, I suppose Abathur's helping us, so we're cheating. It's not really a 3v2, is it? We're cheating, god dang it. So that is pretty nifty there at level 4. It's a pretty big deal. Give Me 20, which is the questing talent for her her shield ally, has been slightly nerfed, which I think is fairly reasonable in terms of its reward. But again, this is the one that collecting regen globes will improve the amount that your E ability, your shield ally shields, up to 300 extra shielding permanently. Now the reward used to be, after finishing the quest, after getting those 20 regen globes, we would reduce the cooldown of shield ally by 3 seconds. That has been changed down to only reducing the cooldown by 2 seconds, so it'll be a second longer. I think it's pretty reasonable. To make up for that, by the way, to jump ahead to level 16 then, where we've got the next talent changes, Cleansing Shield has received that extra second cooldown reduction instead. So basically, Cleansing Shield is now going to give you 3 seconds cooldown reduction off shield ally, whereas before it was only giving 2. So once you hit level 16 and grab Cleansing Shield, you're going to have the same kind of cooldown reduction that you could have had if you were going for that whole reduction build. So I think that's pretty cool. So Cleansing Shields, obviously your shield ally removes all disabling effects, which is very useful indeed. And now it's going to reduce the cooldown of your shield by 3 seconds. So yeah, very powerful. I think making that a very appealing level 16 talent for sure. Like if you need a cleanse, or if you can make use of a cleanse, it's going to be really, really strong. Plasma Shock, the Q talent at level 16. Again, another very unpopular talent, is going to be buffed as well. So this makes your particle grenade, your Qs, apply a 35% movement speed slow in the center area. So it's fairly difficult to hit, but it does reward kind of precise aiming. and kind of prediction and all that sort of stuff. It used to give 1.5 seconds of slow. It's now going to be buffed up to 2 seconds of slow. So you apply a 35% slow for 2 seconds if you hit someone with the center of your Q. So that's definitely a very nice talent as well. So yeah, that will, kind of boost up the Q build a little bit later in the game. Just make it compete a bit more with the two very powerful shielding talents that you've got there on level 16. So that's quite nice. I do like that change, I have to say. Finally then, at level 20, a couple of buffs to her heroic upgrades actually, because again, those ones were proving to be by far the least popular compared to Unyielding Defender, which resets both of your shield cooldowns, or Grenadier, which gives you all your Q charges back. Those were pretty much always chosen, but they've buffed the other two. So Gravity Kills, which is the upgrade to Graviton Surge, has been buffed. It used to do 140 damage over the duration of Graviton Surge. Now it's going to do 175. Now I believe that does scale per level, so that's not fully representative. And then it obviously scales off of her energy as well. So if you're at max energy, that's obviously going to do 3 times the damage, right? So, it sounds really terrible. Level 20, going to do 170 damage. That sounds terrible. But with energy and with scaling and all that sort of stuff, it could be a little bit more noticeable. It could be okay. I don't know. It still seems fairly weak to me. But I'm not exactly sure. Like, I haven't actually tried it and seen how it functions with that sort of, with the scaling and everything. Then Clear Out, which is the upgrade to Expulsion Zone, which is the heroic we have in this particular case. Has been buffed as well. So it used to give 10 bonus max energy every time you were hit. Now it's going to give 15. So again, just to remind you guys, Clear Out does increase the radius of Expulsion Zone, and it gives you a temporary 10-second max energy increase whenever you hit heroes with it. So the ones that, so what it's going to do basically, oh no, don't run away, Genji. No, come back, I want to kill you. So yeah, now it's going to give you 15 bonus max energy whenever you kill someone. We just about got Genji there, it was pretty close. So yeah, interesting changes overall, I think, to Zarya's talents. Again, the talents I went for in this game, I went for Feel the Heat at level 1, which is, again, giving us 50% more damage with our basic attacks to enemies in melee range. You can see the crits icons, whenever we pull that one off. Level 4, I did go for Speed Barrier, so that's the 50% movement speed, the buffed Speed Barrier, and it seems really, really good. I'm very excited to see this in play. Level 7, I went for To The Limit, which is while we're above 50 energy, it increases the size for basic attacks, I think by 35% or something like that. The talent calculator I'm looking at is bugged, but basically it makes your basic attacks much bigger. I thought that would synergize well with Feel the Heat at level 1, and also, just, hey, a bigger basic attack particle effects for you guys to enjoy with the new skin. Grabbed Expulsion Zone at 10. I presume actually Graviton and Expulsion Zone both have reworked particle effects, so that's cool. Actually, I didn't actually look properly. Yeah, you can see Expulsion Zone is like this ready effect. Presumably Graviton Surge will have some sort of red type effect as well, so that could be pretty cool. And yeah, then level 13 I grabbed Pain is Temporary, so we can consume our energy and get a shield that will absorb damage for 3 seconds. So basically we can consume our energy for like a supercharged shield, which is pretty useful, and obviously it functions just like our other shields. When it absorbs damage, it gives us energy back, so that should help our tankiness quite a bit and give you a surprising amount of survivability. Then I grabbed Gain Train here at level 16, which is applying a second untalented shield, so even more shield particle effects and such to our allies. Yeah, I think it should be pretty nice. Trying to get Oriole here. Unfortunately, she does have a heal, so she's going to be able to get away with that. Crafty wench! Oh no! Nubkeks is overextended. What a disaster. There, that's the Pain is Temporary shield. It's pretty significant and substantial. It's pretty nice. But we're basically stuck now in a position where we don't really have the movement speed to run away from all this. So we're just going to try to fight it as best we can. It looks like we are getting overrun. We don't stand much of a chance. Not sure how it went so wrong. Oh, my teammates are out of mana, that's why. I was like, we were winning most of the other fights pretty well in this game, and then it started going horribly, horribly wrong. It's like, huh, what happened? What happened? They got no mana, that's what happened. Yeah, once we hit level 20, I'm going to grab Unyielding Defender as well. I still think it's overall, it's got to be the best option overall, particularly in this game. And we can give more shields to Genji to enable him to be aggressive. We can just shield ourselves up more as well to enable us to be aggressive. And yeah, that's kind of the theory there with my talent builds. And that's all the changes to Zarya, so I'll just focus on the game now for the rest of it. But overall, I think they're pretty reasonable changes. Really just focused on making some of her less popular talents a bit more popular, and then focused on making yeah, some of the really popular ones like a little less dominant. I think it's fine. I think she's got really good talent design actually. Like they're all pretty damn interesting talents, and there's interesting choices. It's just a case of getting that balance just right, where you do have like multiple good options. So like I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think it looks pretty good. Right here, I was thinking this would be a pretty good time to force a fight. I figured they'd be out of position. We're still level up. We know they're gonna be there. They should really have taken some damage from this doing the temple. So I figured that was a good time to invade. We're a little bit slow all getting here, but we are gonna pick up some kills nonetheless. Trying to get on top of the Oriole right here and focus her down if we can. That's the Resurrect. This is the new talent from Oriole, actually. I'm going to talk about that soon. So I screw up right here. I meant to press my #1 key to trigger that shield and totally forgot. And that basically probably means we lost the fight because I died when I really shouldn't have. And then I would have had my personal barrier, my normal shield coming up after that. So yeah, I really made a huge mistake. Avatar ran up the lane by accident. He does get killed as well. So a disaster. Suddenly we've been stomping the whole early game, but suddenly the experience is even. We don't have any of their keeps down, and the enemy team just won a team fight. This is a disaster. They're going to get the boss. Oh no. What was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying. But, oh yeah, one thing that did confuse me was that, it's talking about the Oriole thing. Yeah. So I actually thought that Resurrect, I got confused by the holy noises. I was like, okay, I'm fine. We dropped Sanctification. It was the Oriole Resurrect saying that was really stupid of me. Like, it's such a dumb mistake. I don't know, that might catch some of you guys out if you're in a similarly tired mode or something, so watch out for that one. But yeah, I will be doing a video. Should be out today as well, which will be looking at the new Oriole skins, which are also these Hanamura and like sort of Japanese Overwatchy themed skins, which are really, really cool. There's one for Oriole too, which looks fantastic as well. I'll be doing a video on that and also covering her reworked Heroic Resurrect, which now has completely new functionality. So if you want to see that in action, do check out that video as well. I mean, like, we've got Genji in this game too, in case you haven't seen it. I do have like a Genji video up. There should probably be a few Genji videos with me kind of getting a better feel for how the hero actually works in each one. So loads of Genji stuff, and I'll be looking at the other heroes and other new skins and all that sort of stuff, and Hanamura gameplay itself as well. Loads of all that sort of stuff coming up on the channel and already on the channel, so do make sure to check all that out if you haven't seen it already or if it sounds interesting to you. Anyway, we're moving into a fight here over this temple, and we're arriving pretty late. Our teammate is already half dead, which is not the ideal sort of place to be in. We actually get Divine Shield once we popped our shield, which is, again, not the ideal here. And I was too slow firing off my shield ally, and it means that Genji is going to go down, which is definitely not good for us. Now we've got the orbital laser coming in from Artanis. Oh no! I got my personal shield up in 1 sec. Okay, it's available now, and gonna get Unyielding Defender. We got level 20 now, so we can maybe make a play if Genji's not being careful. I was hoping he might get baited in and try to kill us, but no such luck. He is going to run away. We're going to give a shield to Uther, just give him some movement speed to get out of there. They have spotted this rotation with the Genji, but yeah, we're down one hero. We can maybe make some sort of play. Avatar set up a whole bunch of mines. We're going to try bait these guys into. Oh no, don't come this way. Oh no! Artanis, come this way! No! Avatar popped the clone and everything. The mines all expire, so the trap is gone, and that's pretty much all we can do there, unfortunately. And I throw over that speed shield and just let that Zarya clone get in there and do something useful before she dies. We're going to try focus down. Tyrande getting her locked in and then using that level 1 talent, Feel the Heat, to do that maximum sort of melee damage and see what we can make happen with that. Not too much, unfortunately, in the end. But oh well, what can you do? We're going to be able to pop Unyielding Defender, give ourselves more shields, give our allies even more shields as well. We've got our #1 shield, and we'll try and remember to actually use it this time if we get stuck in trouble. And yeah, with that we actually pick up a few kills. It's looking pretty good. We're able to pop the shield on ourselves again. Start focusing down this Chen. And pop our number 1 shield there. Again, overlaps a bit with the invulnerabilities that our allies can provide. But we do shred through the Chen's little panda pals. The AoE damage of Zarya, obviously splash damage with her basic attacks. We're able to take him down pretty quick. We get a full team wipe. It looked pretty bad for a while there. We lost all of our keeps. We were so far ahead, then we lost. The enemy caught up in terms of XP. They wrecked us in a couple of team fights. We made a couple of big mistakes. And suddenly that super dominant early game went really, really wrong. It was a disaster. And I'm trying to maximize my energy gain here. I've also been able to do pretty good damage to this. I realize I'm not standing on the keep, so we move in closer to get that basic attack bonus damage. Now we're going to be able to move on the core. Not too much left in terms of the enemy's respawn timers, but we're going to try do the best that we can. You can see that damage there from our basic attacks with the feel of the heat level 1. You know, they hit pretty damn hard, and the enemy core starts to go down. Gotta throw down in the expulsion zone, try to zone them off, trying to like keep Uther and such alive. That does huge damage right there. We're going to be able to reset our things and give us some shields. We're going to give Tyrael a shield as well. We're out of shields ourselves, and we go down. 14% still in the core. We're all dead. Tyrael explodes. 4% off the core. Uther respawns. Uther is back, and I didn't even notice. I was back looking at our base, being like, there's no way we survive this, is there? Uther with the Abathur hat on him respawns with his redemption level 20. Divine shields himself and is able to take down the core. So yeah, not even close. Not even close. It was a fun game. I hope you enjoyed that game. And I mean, there you can see like just the skin. It's just, oh, it looks so good. His skin looks so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good. Like, this will encourage me to play Zarya more. You guys know I'm not very good at Zarya actually, and like I don't play the hero very much, like in Hero League. So yeah, like this game worked out really well. Doesn't normally work out so well for me, but I'm feeling the skin. This is my skin, guys. This is the skin that will change the hero. We also got a loot chest, so let's open that up. We actually got a rare one. I don't think we actually got anything good, unfortunately. We got a couple of rares, yeah. Oh no, the Solarite High Templar's Air Tool skin's pretty cool, and Dark Sentinel Lunara, that's pretty good actually. A couple of like some of the newer skins, so that is nice. But yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that look at Zarya. There should be buttons on the screen to take you to the page with the playlist of all the new videos for all the new stuff coming, and buttons to subscribe to my different channels and support me on Patreon, that sort of stuff. So yeah, and give the video a thumbs up while you're at it too. Why the heck not? I'll see you all very soon for even more Heroes Beta 2.0 stuff coming. See you then, guys. Bye.